Welcome to the Window Wisdom Podcast, your guide to replacement windows and more. Hi, I'm Ted Kirk, and this is episode number 18. And today we have Jonathan Collum, our vice president and co-owner here of North Georgia Replacement Windows, and Rebecca Scott, our marketing manager and producer of the podcast. We are going to be talking about the steps to getting your windows replaced. So thanks for being on the podcast. So let's get started.
Speaking of the process, Ted, what would be for a homeowner new to this? What's the first step when they're looking to replace their windows?
Well, let's talk about the consultation. We can do that many different ways. We can come out to your home, and all this is free, of course. You can come into our showroom here in Roswell, Georgia. We can do it virtually, which this is kind of a little bit newer to us in COVID times, but we do a Zoom meeting and kind of prepare for that. And you can just set it up when it's convenient for you. We don't cold call or canvas, knock on your door. So we kind of do our marketing and run our business a lot on repeat and referrals. So, just give us a call and set up the consultation first in one of those various ways. I would probably say in-home is our most prevalent form of our consultations.
And how long do those appointments typically last? And, what goes on when I have someone come out to my home?
Well, we ask that you generally give us an hour. So we come out, we measure your windows, we talk to you about your project. Just make sure that we can do exactly what you're looking for. And then we bring some samples and we give you a proposal. We really try to make the process as simple as possible.
So, Jonathan, if someone says, I have a lot of windows, do I have to do them all at one time? Are there options? What would be the response to that?
Well, they don't have to do them all at one time. We have a price lock guarantee, and we can also break the project up into different phases. So they can do as few or as many as they want to at one time. And as long as it takes them to do the project, we will actually lock them into that proposal so they know what it's going to cost them from start to finish to complete the whole project, the whole house.
So they could do like the front of the house now and then come back later next year, 6 months, and do the back of the house or whatever.
That's right. Yep.
And that's a pretty awesome thing. Jonathan and I actually came up with that program over 17 years ago. And it doesn't matter if manufacturing costs go up, raw materials, labor. We go back and we honor that original proposal. So it really is a nice flexible option for somebody that wants to break things up into stages.
Okay. Well, what type of payment? So you mentioned that you can break your project up into phases, but what type of payments do you accept for a project like this?
Well, we offer financing, which we have some very nice options when it comes to low interest rates, or if it's something that you want to take care of in a shorter amount of time, we have some 0% interest rates. And those generally range anywhere from 6 months to 2 years, depending on what kind of special that we're offering. We accept all major credit cards. And, we just don't want people to be scared that they do have to do the whole project at one time. It's very common when you're doing a major home improvement, a major renovation project like this, that you do use some secondary financing because it's an investment. And then once that's paid for, then that's a return that you're going to get back in terms of energy savings, maintenance savings, curb appeal, ultimately increasing value of your home when you go to resell.
Okay. So Ted, Jonathan, I don't know who wants to answer this, but let's say I call in and I have someone out to my house. How long does it take me to actually get the proposal?
Well, we do the proposal right there on the spot. And, usually within the hour. It depends on how large of a home, how many windows, how the conversation goes. One thing that we don't do is we don't give high pressure sales tactics, buy it today. We're going to put a job sign in the yard for marketing purposes. I mean, there's so many different gimmicks that go on in the industry. We're not about doing that kind of stuff. We want to provide a quick, accurate proposal without all the pricing games. And most times they'll have that while we're there in the appointment.
So I've got my proposal. I'm ready to move forward. What's the next step in the process?
Internally, their project is turned over to a project manager. And at that point, the project manager will go out and remeasure, get the precision measurements and the scope for the project. So once the project is measured by the project manager, we order the product.
If I place the order, how long generally am I waiting until my new windows or doors are installed? Generally
6 to 8 weeks.
And I'm sure that, depends on what product the homeowner gets and everything like that.
It does, and the complexity of the project as well.
And we're working out the terms ahead of time. So, if, for example, somebody's paying by cash, check, or credit card, we typically require a deposit, and that usually consists of 50% down, and then the remaining balance would be due after everything is installed, cleaned up, and the customers are 100% satisfied.
Okay. Here's another question I get sometimes is, how long does the installation take?
Well, that also depends on the difficulty and the complexity of the project. But a typical replacement window project, we can do anywhere from 10 to 15 windows a day.
As far as the homeowner getting ready for the installation, is there anything that they need to do to prepare for the guys coming out? Or what's that process like on the day of the installation?
Not usually. If there's any large furniture, we can help with that. We do ask that if anybody has any small, little intricate special items they want to take off the wall or move away from the windows, we do ask for them to do that. Any custom drapery, we can help with that as well.
So if one of our listeners wanted to get started today or wanted to have someone out to give them a proposal, what would y'all recommend? What's the next steps?
Well, you can go online and put your information in on the website, or just simply give us a call. We can help you answer any questions, make sure that we're the right fit. And we do cover the service area of Georgia, all of Metro Atlanta and beyond. And we can talk to you a little bit about the product over the phone and then set up an appointment if it makes sense. We want to come out and be very productive and courteous of your time. And like I said, we do ask that you give us an hour. Other than that, we just make the process as simple as possible.
Okay. Along those same lines of making window shopping simple, is there anything else you want to leave our listeners with today?
Well, beyond making the process simple, we want to put people at ease. A lot of people have a lot of trepidation about having their home torn apart, having guys in that they're not familiar with. This is generally your largest asset. So when we come in, we try to put you at ease. We protect your home. When we pull one window out, we generally have one ready to go right back in there. So the process is very seamless. We're used to working in a remodel replacement situation. So, finished hardwood floors, family heirlooms, things like that are not a problem for us. A lot of folks that have just tried to get into the replacement windows coming from other businesses or other sectors like new construction, they don't really understand what it means to be in somebody's home, that they live there, and they have a lot of their special furniture and different things in the home to protect, even the children and the pets. So we just try to put people at ease, do things the right way, take care of your home, and beyond making it simple, make it a pleasurable experience for everyone involved.
Yeah, Ted, I can see where that's important to the homeowner.
It certainly is. So again, if you want a simple experience, you want a pleasurable experience, and that's what we're all about, just delivering the best customer experience. So feel free to reach out if you have any other questions. We just wanted to kind of expose you for the steps to get started replacing your windows, but we'd be more than happy to help you. I appreciate both of you guys being on the podcast and Gal being on the podcast.
Thank you.
So thank you. Look forward to talking to you again.
Thank you.